I thought I would do my tattoo tour video. It is the first one that I've ever done. I have a lot of tattoos and you guys have obviously like seen them over the years as I've gotten them and on my Instagram, and I always get questions about, you know, like what they mean or if they even mean anything and why I got them and stuff like that. And I just got a new like really big one. I thought it'd be the perfect time to do a tattoo video for you guys. A tattoo, I can't talk. I thought it would be the perfect time to do a tattoo tour video for you guys, especially since it's been so requested on my Instagram and in the comments of my videos. So if you're new here, definitely hit the subscribe button and join the fam. I make new videos every single week, and I'm gonna stop rambling. Let's get into the video. So the first tattoo that I ever got was on my 18th birthday, and that is this one right here, and it just says that Jeremiah 29:11 is a Bible verse. I was raised very Christian and I've always wanted this tattoo, I think since like about 4th grade. I went to a Christian private school when I was in elementary school, and my 4th grade teacher would recite this verse to every single kid in the classroom when it was their birthday, and she would give them a gift and like a little card and stuff. And I don't know, I thought it was so amazing and it really stuck with me. So the verse is, "So I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans for you to prosper and to give you a hope and a future." I just really love that verse so much, and I never really talk about religious stuff on here, and I don't really want to get into it or like where my stance on religion is, but it was my very first tattoo and I love it so much. I think it's so cute. I kind of need to get it touched up because it's been like 4 years since I got it, so it's a little bit fading right here, but everywhere else it looks so beautiful. I got it done at Mystic Marks in San Marcos, Texas. So that tattoo shop, I mean, that's the only tattoo I ever got from there. I had a good experience. Everyone was super nice. It was really affordable, especially for my first tattoo. I think I only paid like $100 for it with the tip, which was not bad at all. And it really didn't hurt that bad for me pain level wise. Like my arms aren't like, it doesn't hurt that much. Like I have another one on my back which you guys will see, and that one hurt way worse than like half the other tattoos that I have on my arms. So for me that was not a super painful area, and it was a really great place for my first tattoo. So the very next tattoo that I ever got is this one right here. It's kind of like a cross and an arrow and a compass all mixed together. But the reason I did this was because it stands for finding your true north or finding your path in life. And I got this is my first tattoo that I ever got when I moved to LA, and I got it with my older mate Riley. She also got a tattoo at the same time, and I felt like it was really just like telling for that time in my life. I was 18, like fresh into college, like I was just trying to find out who I am, what I was doing, and where I wanted to take my life. So I just thought it was, you know, a really appropriate tattoo, and I really loved it. And I got that tattoo done at Body Art and Soul in Silverlake, which is a little like suburb kind of town in downtown Los Angeles. So then my third tattoo after that was my rose tattoo on my bicep, and this one I also got at Body Art and Soul in Silver Lake, and I love that shop. That was one of my all-time favorite shops I've ever been to, just because the people are so nice and you can really tell everyone knows what they're doing because they run like an apprenticeship there, and I really loved everyone there, and I went back again for a third time after that, which I'll tell you guys about. But this one was done by Josh Crosby, which his is Josh Crosby Tattoo, and it's beautiful. This was actually a Friday the 13th tattoo, and it just so happened that they had a rose on the flash sheet, and I like have been wanting a rose because yellow roses are my favorite flower. If you didn't know, or they're one of my favorite flowers. So I really wanted a rose, and it was like literally it was like the stars aligned and fate was like, here you go, Cicely. So this one was literally like $30, and it's such a beautiful, well done tattoo, and I love it. It is hands down one of my favorite tattoos on my body. I love all of mine, but I don't know why I'm like, I love this one so much. The bicep area hurt a lot more than a lot of other tattoos that I had gotten. The other two were like not that bad at all and took about 15 minutes. This one with the shading took about 45 to an hour, I believe, if that's, I remember. And my arm bruised so bad after. Like it was like green and purple because it was just like directly on the muscle, and it looked kind of ugly for like 3 weeks, I am not gonna lie. This one was a lot more painful. It's just like a sensitive area. I know this is pretty sensitive, and I know that the back of your arm is probably pretty sensitive because it's just like places that you don't normally like stick, I don't know, like irritate. So that one was a little bit more painful, and it did have some bruising, but Turned out really great. I love it so much. So that was my third tattoo. Then my fourth one is also on this arm, and it's right here. And this I also got done at Body Art and Soul in LA. And this is just so freaking cute. It's a little salt shaker, and it has a little bit of blue in it, which that was my first like kind of dive into a little bit of color. And I just thought it was so freaking cute. My favorite band of all time is Bad Sons, if you guys didn't know. And the very first song that I ever heard from them off their Transpose EP was Salt. So I thought that this was like the most fitting tattoo ever, because I really wanted a Bad Sons tattoo, but I didn't want to get like a quote or anything like that. Like, I'm just not a big fan of like having like a lot of quote stuff on my body or anything like that, or like a big quote. Like, if it's gonna be quote, it's gonna be real small. Or, like, my Bible verse, like just the verse, not the actual like full sentences, you know. So I just thought that was really cute, and I had never seen another person with a salt tattoo like it. So I just thought that was really unique and cute, and it was a way for me to kind of like put love for my favorite band on my arm without like slapping a full song like anywhere on my body, because I didn't want to do that. So that was my fourth tattoo. So then my fifth tattoo was this one right here, and if you guys didn't know, my birthday is in July. I'm actually July 7th, 1997 was when I was born, so I'm 22. But I'm a Cancer, and I really, really wanted my zodiac sign. So I got it right here. I just think it's so cute, and it's so tiny. And I got it in a red ink, and it's easy, like if I need to cover it up or anything, which I never ever really have to cover up my tattoos for like work or anything. But if I ever did, like, you just wear a watch and you can't tell. And it was just like a cute little tattoo. I like really, really wanted my zodiac sign, so I got that. And at the very same time, I ended up getting a heart like up here. And that was with some of the girls that I used to be friends with in LA. I'm not friends with them anymore, and like I don't have any hard feelings. There was a lot that went down and a lot that happened between like me living there and like me moving back to Texas and all that kind of stuff. But every time that I looked down at it, I kind of like, I don't know, it just reminded me of a not so good time in my life, and like it irritated me, so that's why I kind of got it covered up with this one. But I got those two at the very same time because they just used the same red ink, and I got that done at a different tattoo shop in LA, and I don't remember what it was. I don't know, and I can't really like say much about that tattoo shop, but I did have a good experience there. It's a little overpriced for how small these tattoos were, but he did 2 for 1, which was nice. So yeah, that was my next tattoo. I also got a tattoo on my back in, when was it? January. So that's my next tattoo. I can kind of show you guys. It's on like the top part of my back / neck area, and I got that. It says I am not afraid. I got that when I was in San Francisco. Me and my cousin, we both got tattoos. It was so fun. I went to this really cool shop. We just dropped in. The guy who did it was so amazing, and I will definitely have that tattoo shop linked down below for you guys so that you guys can like check it out if you're going to San Francisco, because I had such a great experience. Like, we literally just dropped in, and it's perfect. It's perfect. A really long time ago, I came across this quote that said, I am not afraid, I was born to do this. And it just always really, really stuck with me. So that is basically the reason I got the tattoo on my back, because, you know, I don't know, I love that quote so much, and I didn't want to get the whole thing across my back because, like I said, I only kind of like small quotes, and my tattoos are for me, they're not for anyone else. I don't need anyone else to know the full quote. I mean, they can't, if they ask, I always tell them. But for me, I just like love the phrase, I am not afraid. That is something that I stand by and I live by in every aspect of my life, is just being confident and that I am not afraid, because whatever is happening is going to happen, and whatever won't. So, you know, you can't control anything in your life, but you can control how you feel about it. So that's a big thing for me. That's why I liked and I wanted to get that tattoo. And then I also have like a Texas on my ankle, and I got that at one point with one of my friends, and we both have it on our ankles, and it's super cute. But I wasn't born in Texas. I don't know if you guys know that. I was actually born in Michigan, but I only lived there for like 1 year of my life, and I actually have lived in like 9 states, but Texas is where I've spent the majority of my life. Like, it is where I've spent 10 years of the 22 of my life. So it really, for me, like when people ask where home is, like home is Texas. So I just wanted a little piece of home on my ankle. And then lastly, the big whopper that I just got. So I just got this really giant tattoo probably about a month ago now, maybe a little bit over a month ago, and it is so beautiful. It is, I'm obsessed with it. I was really nervous about getting color, and then I came across a drawing of this person's tattoo that was done in red, and I was like obsessed with it. I have always loved red ink so much, which I mean you guys can probably tell from the other little red ink tattoos I've gotten, and I've always wanted to do a half sleeve. So, which I don't know if I've ever shared that with you guys, but like anyone in my life knows, like I've always wanted to get a half sleeve. I wanted to get the first installment of my half sleeve. It was so random. It was like a day, I was like, one of my friends was getting a little tattoo and she's like, want to go? And I'm like, sure, I'm gonna get this huge tattoo. And I ended up sitting there for like almost 4 hours. It was like 3.5 hours to get it done. But I went to Ink Empire in Austin, and it was, I love that tattoo shop. I will 10,000% go back to the same guy who did this. His name is Nathan Stacks, and I'll link his Instagram and all that down below. But he basically, like, I gave him a design that I found off Pinterest, and I was like, I like this tattoo. It wasn't even the full design. It was like such a wonky picture, but I was like, I really love this tattoo. I love that it's done in red, and I love that the other flower is just, it's like outlined in red and not black. I just want it to be similar to this, and this is where I want it on my arm, and this is how big I want it. And he drew it up and like gave me the tattoo of my dreams for my arm. But they're like 2 peonies, which I thought was so pretty. That's another one of my favorite flowers. And originally this one wasn't shaded in the picture I found, but he had this idea and kind of vision, and I was like, heck yeah, let's go for it. And it just turned out so beautiful, and I'm literally this, I love this tattoo so much. It hurt real bad, I am not gonna lie, like real bad. About hour 3 I was like, okay, like how long is it gonna be, because I can't take it anymore. The last 30 minutes were definitely the worst for me. Everything else like leading to that was okay. Nathan was so awesome, and he let me talk to him the entire time, and I think that really helped me not think about the pain. But he did such a good job. It's such a beautiful tattoo, and it covered up that red heart. It was so funny at the shop, they were like, that is the biggest cover up I've ever seen for that tiny little tattoo, but it's so beautiful. It turned out so good. It was pretty pricey, not gonna lie, but it is worth it for good work and good color, and I love it so much. And this is going to be the beginning of my half sleeve, so I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do yet. I didn't know if I wanted to go all the way down to my half sleeve, or he also gave me this idea to like start it here where this one starts, and then only go like halfway and do it like in the middle of my arm, which I thought that would be really cool too. So I don't know yet. I'm not rushing into anything. It's gonna be a long time before I like add another piece, because that one was just really expensive, and like I don't have an itch for another tattoo right now. That's basically it for my tattoos. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, and thank you guys for requesting a tattoo tour. I can't believe I've never done one before. But again, since I got this big one, I thought it'd be the perfect time to do one. So if you enjoyed it, again, give it a big thumbs up, and if you're new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button and join the fam. I will try and find all the shops I talked about and the artists I talked about and link them down below for you guys, so if you live in that area or you're visiting that area and you want to get a tattoo done by them, you totally can. So yeah, that's it for today's video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.